Namaste. Welcome to another edition of Subhu's Launch Talk. Hope all are doing fine. The Mahakumbh Mela is going on in Allahabad, and a sea of devotees can be seen thronging the Sangam for a dip in Ganga. All types of people are coming there, successful, not successful, all types of people. So the question that arises is, what is it that the people coming to Mahasangam are looking for? Do they want to be successful or do they want to be happy? That's a paradox. Do you want to be successful or do you want to be happy? Now, are they both same or are they both different? You have a sadhu, and in our terms we would say an unsuccessful guy, but he runs with happiness to take a dip in Ganga. And you also have a rich businessman who has everything with him, and he goes to the Ganga to gain happiness. So look at the contrast. You have a sadhu whom we call not successful, rushing towards the Ganga because his concept of happiness is different. And you have a rich successful businessman who have everything in the world taking a dip in Ganga to be happy. The sadhu is happy without success, and the businessman is looking for happiness with success. Success is always there with him. So today, let us ask the question: do we want to be successful or do we want to be happy? And is there a difference or are both the same? A common man's life is in between a sadhu and a rich businessman. I mean, we can't give up everything and become a sadhu. At the same time, we can't become Adani or Ambani. So we are in between. But the question, do we want to be successful or do we want to be happy, is same for the entire spectrum. That is from sadhu to Adani. Everybody are battling with the question, do I need success or do I need happiness? So let's come one by one. Let's try to find, are they similar or are they different? Now, certainly there is a difference. A successful person may not be happy and happy person may not be successful. So definitely there is some difference. One of the characteristic of a successful person is, he has a identity, a badge of honor, which he looks from others to give it to him. For example, the other person would like to be called, I am general manager, I am CEO, I am the richest businessman in this town, I am this, I am that. But this badge is given by others. We tell that man is a CEO. That man, when the other person recognizes him as a CEO, when the other person recognizes him as a businessman, he feels successful. He feels successful. Which means you derive success from others. The others have to tell Kohli is a superstar. The moment Kohli is a superstar, Kohli feels I am successful. I am the most successful person in cricket. If nobody talks about Kohli and ignores him, like probably a kabaddi star in India, he is successful in kabaddi, but nobody tells him you are a star, then he can't feel as successful as Kohli. Which means for success, you require those who look at you to approve your greatness or to approve your achievements or to approve your expertise. If nobody is looking at you, then you don't feel successful. You may be a great archer, Manuru, but no fan base. No, there is no fan base. Nobody knows what is archery. So he doesn't feel as successful. He says when he comes to the airport, there are no press, there are no fans, there are nobody. He brings the cup alone and then goes to Prime Minister and say, I have won the archery competition. And then the Prime Minister has to tell the world, yeah, in India we have this man who has won the archery competition. But tell the same for cricket. If you win a tournament, the entire city comes on the road to welcome them. Even before they reach the city is on the road. Desperate to welcome them. So they go on a bus without a rooftop. And all of them, the fan base makes them feel very successful. So one of the points about success is you require other people to tell you are successful. But is it the same with happiness? When we say happiness, we don't require anybody's approval. I am happy the way I am. I derive my happiness from inside, from myself. Just like a sadhu, he derives happiness in himself. He doesn't require somebody to tell you, hey, that you are so and so, this, that. Those labels don't make any meaning for them. The happiness has to be found from within, from ourselves. And that is why you find Successful people also going to Mahakumbh for a dip, and sadhus who require no approval from others, they are also rushing, because the dip in Mahakumbh is about happiness, not about being successful. So the moment they take a dip, the sense of happiness within is indescribable. Every part of your body vibrates with joy, and you feel that joy within, with yourself. You have tears in your eyes, your hands stand. You, that movement makes you so joyful, and it has nothing to do with your bank balance or status. It has nothing to do with your bank balance. It has nothing to do with your status. It has nothing to do with your projects which you are doing. It has nothing to do with anything. It is sheer experience of joy and happiness. So let's come to the question again. Do we want to be successful, or do we want to be happy? Now, why does this happen? Why does this happen? Successful people are not necessarily happy. Successful people are not necessarily happy. And happy people are not necessarily successful. Both situations. Why does this happen? Let's come to the first. Successful people are not happy. Why? They have got so much of success. Why they are not happy? They say that I'm missing something. Let me go to Mahakumbh and take a dip. कुछ अंदर से ये नहीं है, अंदर से मेरे को आई एम नॉट फीलिंग हैप्पी. आई हैव एवरीथिंग इन लाइफ, लेकिन खुशी नहीं है. Why does this happen? This happens because success you derive from fulfillment of your desires. There are desires which you have. You want to become the chief of a company. You want to become the leader of a group. You want to win the tournament. You want this. So the seed of success is through a desire which you have. That is the seed. Now what happens? The desire, if it is fulfilled, what happens? It leads to more desires. So desires, if it is fulfilled, it will lead to more desires. And when it leads to more desires, you are once again into that chain of the desire getting fulfilled or not fulfilled. Now suppose the desire is not fulfilled. When the desire is not fulfilled, you get angry, you get frustrated, you get dejected. So what happens? When you are chasing success, if the success is fulfilled, you are still in the cycle of another desires coming inside you, and you are caught in that cycle. That's why when a student joins a company from the campus, he gets a job. After 3-4 years, he feels this is not enough. Then he looks for promotions. Then he wants to buy various things, car and other things. After some time he feels this is a small car, I need to buy a bigger car. So the fulfillment of the desire leads to further desires, and as these desires multiply, the casualty is your happiness. So you have you have money, you have everything, but you are not happy. And the desire is not fulfilled, it leads to anger, dejection, frustration. Now what is a then how do you become happy? That's why the question asked is, do you want to be successful or do you want to be happy? For happiness, success is not required. For happiness, your own inner joy is more important. Even looking at a sun, moon, plants, nature, mountains, you feel happy. खुश रहते हैं. अरे, you go to a resort, you stay for 2 days, you feel happy. Just looking at rivers, trees. And that's why they say when you want to become happy, go to a place and connect with nature. The more you connect with nature, the more you will find the happiness inside. साल में 2-3 बार जाओ, go to a place where there is nature, mountains or oceans, somewhere, and connect with nature, because the nature teaches you that you require nothing for happiness, just your own satisfaction with what you have. It's called जो कुछ भी है तुम्हारे पास, you are satisfied with that. So why does you will again ask me a question, sir, how is it? Still I am not very convinced that successful people may not be happy and happy people are not successful. And how is it that a sadhu seems to be as happy as a richest businessman, both taking dip in the same Ganga? दोनों को बाजू बाजू में रखो, दोनों खुश है, हर हर महादेव, दोनों खुश. So what is the difference between the two? The difference between the two is the human power of imagination. What is the difference between an animal and man? An animal also wants rest, animal also wants food, animal also wants sleep, animal also is insecure, he wants security, is also this thing. Man also wants security, man also wants food, man also wants rest, and man also. But the difference between the two is man has a power of imagination and he can create heaven or hell with his imagination. With his imagination, not real. The reality could be different. But he imagines 100 things. So the sadhu, he has, from our point of view, neither has a house, no family, I don't know what food he eats, he never eats pizza, he never goes anywhere, he doesn't want a car, anything. But he seems to be happy because in his imagination, he feels satisfied with whatever he doesn't have. तो खुश है वो, भगवान का नाम में लेके खुश है वो. गंगा को देखा तो गंगा मैया हर हर महादेव बोलकर चलो डुबकी मारो, खुश. Whereas a successful person, in spite of having everything, his imagination is probably I need something more, I didn't get enough, इससे और कुछ और चाहिए, कुछ और बनना है. And in this desires getting multiplied, as his desires gets fulfilled, he feels मैं खुश नहीं है राजा. And somebody says don't do anything, महाकुंभ में गंगा में जाके डुबकी मार के आओ, खुश होंगे आप. And he feels बस इतना ही. he goes to संगम, डुबकी मारते हैं और स्टेटस डालते हैं कि मैंने डुबकी मारा, इससे अच्छा हैप्पीनेस आई हैव नेवर गॉट इन माई लाइफ. सीरियस स्टफ. मजाक एक बाजू में है, लेकिन इन आवर लाइफ वी नीड टू आस्क, do I need to be successful or do I need to be happy? And for happiness, nothing is required. Even material comfort is not required. Don't require approval from others. You don't require any titles. तो टाइटल ही नहीं चाहिए. Because he has controlled his imagination that whatever the nature itself is a gift that he has. Nature ये मेरे लिए gift है. And for a successful person, though success is very important in life, because all of them cannot become sadhu. All of them cannot derive meaning from trees and bushes. We will have to derive meaning from रोटी कपड़ा मकान. हमारा मकान होना चाहिए, घर होना चाहिए, कार होना चाहिए, जो कुछ भी है. At the same time, one needs to just regulate, or at least know that swinging too much on the other side, as your desires get multiplied or desires fail, you may not be able to be happy with your current success. So with this, I come to the end of this video with a tip. Constantly ask yourself, do I want approval from others? Do I want this? Do I want this because I need others to say, hey, you have a big car, you have a super mobile, you have a great style? Or do you want to be happy just by experiencing joy within yourself, which is indescribable, like a happy person and a successful person taking a dip in Sangam, in Mahakumbh. इतना खुश मिल रहे हैं उनको, उन लोगों को इतना खुशी मिल रहा है, विच दे से पूरा जन्म हमको सैंक्टिफाई हो गया, पूरा जन्म मेरा हमारे लिए धन्य हो गया, पूरा जन्म, एक दिन दो दिन नहीं, हमारा जन्म ही धन्य हो गया. The moral of the story is, find happiness in whatever you have. Not necessary that you have to get this or get that and get a badge of successful person, that you are a successful person, and then be happy. It is better to always be happy and in the bargain enjoy each step of your success, rather than chase success and then say, I would require to be a little bit more successful and then be happy. So that success leading to further success, leading to further desires, if it is fulfilled, yet it will lead to more desires. If it is not fulfilled, it will lead to anger, dejections, frustrations. So with that, I come to this end of this video. Hope you like this video, and I wish all of you happiness, and let success follow. Happiness first, success will follow, and not the other way around, that first success and then happiness. That first success and next happiness is something where you may never find happiness, whereas happiness you can find right now with whatever you have and whatever you do. So with that, I come to this end of this video. Leaving that puzzle in your mind for you to solve. Do I want to be happy or do I want to be successful? The example is Mahakumbh, where happy and successful people both take in the dip in the same ocean, and successful person also finds happiness, and not so successful person also finds happiness. So happiness is just dipping in the sangam, not about bank balance status and other things. So let us not confuse the two. Be clear. I hope this video makes you clear that it's important to be happy and let success follow. With that, I come to the end of this video. Like, share, subscribe, give your comments, and don't forget to press the bell icon for more such videos. Goodbye and take care and be happy.